The Miz is out for a jog outside WrestleMania when he runs into Kane. After losing their last match, Kane decides to come back for a rematch, but not in a cowardly way like sneaking up on his opponent. After Kane walks away, The Miz keeps jogging but suddenly hears a bear growl. At first he thinks it's just one of Kane's pranks until a ghost bear appears. The Miz quickly dodges, but the bear attacks his face to show off its strength, remembering that bears can't climb. The Miz climbs up a nearby WWE sign, but he doesn't expect this to be a normal bear. It's the ghost bear, and as a result The Miz is caught by the ghost bear. Meanwhile, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy are playing a WWE simulation game. Just when Shaggy thinks he's about to win, Scooby-Doo suddenly jumps in and catches him off guard. The outcome of the win or loss is too obvious when Scooby-Doo as Sin Cara wins the championship. Now all he needs to do is complete the victory dance for a perfect win. But that's nothing for Scooby-Doo, as he's been dancing since he was in the womb. In no time he conquers Sin Cara's difficult dance and gets a perfect score. The special reward for Scooby-Doo is a free week tour to WWE City. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy are overjoyed after hearing this. The two of them quickly gather Mystery Inc. at a diner, but the other three don't seem too thrilled about the trip, so Scooby-Doo and Shaggy resort to a guilt trip. We've never asked you guys to do anything for us, but we're always the bait for masked bad guys. Like that time we had to dress up as car tools, or when we became an ugly duckling. Scooby-Doo even had to shave all his fur once just to lure out the villain. Seeing their two friends having to work so hard so the other three can't say no, and the gang agrees to take a trip to WWE City, they all hop onto their familiar mystery machine and drive through the night. After hours on the road, they finally reach WWE City, but suddenly, a raccoon dashes across the street, forcing Fred to swerve hard. The van ends up getting stuck on the side of the road. As they're trying to figure out what to do next, another vehicle pulls up. Riding with it is none other than WWE legend John Cena. His trainer Cookie warns that the nights around here are dangerous because the ghost bear has been roaming wildly. That's why he and his nephew Ruben have to follow every step of the WWE stars to protect them in time. John Cena says this won't take long, then takes off his shirt, revealing his muscular body. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy are so excited that they drool at the sight. With just his own strength, John Cena lifts the mystery machine back onto the road. Suddenly Scooby-Doo spots the raccoon again and chases it deep into the forest, but he doesn't expect the raccoon to be so cunning that it has set a trap for him. When Shaggy arrives, he is almost scared to death if Scooby-Doo hadn't shown up. The two hug each other tightly in relief, but then a gunshot rings out, startling them both. Bayard asks Scooby-Doo and Shaggy what they are doing here. Cookie quickly explains that they were just passing by. It turns out Bayard is a grumpy old man who believes WWE City is stealing his land. Seeing that the guests didn't even get to enjoy the city before being scared off, John Cena makes it up to Mystery Inc. with 5 VIP tickets to the upcoming match. He also promises that tonight will be an explosive and unforgettable night. The epic matches keep the crowd cheering nonstop. When John Cena and Sin Cara appear, the excitement instantly reaches its peak. Their opponents today are Big Show and Alberto Del Rio. Without wasting any time, John Cena lands a straight punch on Big Show, but when Big Show fights back, Del Rio sneaks in an attack from behind. That's when Sin Cara decides not to hold back. While John Cena turns the tables with an incredible move and takes Big Show down. Next up is Del Rio, and John Cena just needs one slam to knock him out cold. Suddenly Big Show returns with a larger table and tries to take out John Cena, but Sin Cara shows up just in time and knocks Big Show out. The audience keeps cheering wildly and even going crazy when John Cena pulls off his signature move, "You Can't See Me." It's a flawless victory for the duo of John Cena and Sin Cara. After their performance, the WWE director announces the championship belt. It's made entirely of pure gold, embedded with priceless gems and stones. The belt is not just for show but represents honor, respect, effort, dedication, and the spirit of WWE. Since Kane's title match was interrupted, the belt has remained without an owner, but this weekend at WrestleMania a new champion will finally rise. After the director finishes his speech, Cookie invites Mystery Inc. to the WWE training camp. There is no reason to refuse, so the gang quickly hops into Sin Cara's car. The WWE training ground is where professional wrestlers train for greatness. Meeting idols that they thought they could only see on TV makes Scooby-Doo and Shaggy so happy they go crazy. After the tour, Cookie leads the gang back to their room. While Daphne is trying to decide what to wear for tomorrow, they suddenly hear an argument. It turns out Ruben is trying to convince his uncle to let him join WWE, but Cookie replies that even a small accident could leave Ruben permanently disabled, just like what happened to him. He says he's doing all this to protect Ruben. After hearing this, Ruben doesn't know what to say but can only look up at the championship belt. Meanwhile, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy are playing the WWE wrestling game. Fred tells them to get to bed early so they can watch the matches tomorrow. Later that night, while everyone is sleeping, Scooby-Doo sees a strange light. He follows it only to come face to face with monstrous food creatures. It seems like they want to challenge Scooby-Doo, so he doesn't hesitate to fight back. With just one bite, Scooby-Doo gets the first win. Double kill, triple kill, and then quad kill. Just as he's about to claim a mega kill, someone yells for him to wake up. Shaggy asks what Scooby-Doo is trying to do with the ghost bear. Scooby-Doo jumps back in fear. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy quickly run away before being attacked by the ghost bear. The noise wakes up the other wrestlers and they immediately run out to protect both of them. Sin Cara steps forward but gets knocked back instantly. One by one the others charge and only to be defeated as well. It's not until the ghost bear gets surrounded from all sides that it finds a way to escape. After a loud explosion, the ghost bear vanishes into the darkness. At least everyone is safe except Sin Cara, who has to watch his beloved car get completely destroyed. Cookie says that the legend is true, which the ghost bear has returned from the grave to steal the championship belt. Upon hearing this, Mystery Inc. becomes intrigued and immediately offers to investigate. The next day the story reaches Ms. Richards. She says that whenever the ghost bear appears it always destroys WWE's equipment and that it comes and goes like the wind. While everyone is still feeling scared, the director suddenly shows up and reassures them. Mr. McMahon says they need Mystery Inc. to solve this case. What he's most worried about right now is that the championship belt might be stolen. But Ms. Richards says she already has the belt under 24/7 protection with alarm systems and laser security so tight that not even a fly could get through. Even so, Mr. McMahon decides they still need Mystery Inc.'s help. Later, John Cena takes the gang to meet Sin Cara, and their Sin Cara tells them about the legend of the Ghost Bear, which started 100 years ago. Back then it was still being showcased and had been invincible. Then one day it met Sin Cara Grande, who is the ancestor of Sin Cara. He challenged the bear and the battle between them was extremely fierce. Nothing could stop the bear until it took a brutal kick from Sin Cara Grande and the fight ended. Sin Cara Grande was declared the winner, but the bear didn't accept defeat. It went on a rampage and destroyed the entire town. Sin Cara Grande had no other choice but to fight a life or death battle with the bear. In the end he was injured in one leg. As for the bear, it fled into the forest and disappeared until now. Now Sin Cara believes that the Ghost Bear's spirit has been awakened by the WrestleMania event and has risen from the grave to seek revenge. He says it's now his honor and duty to continue his ancestors' mission to protect WWE City at all costs. Then it gets dark and everyone starts to rest. John Cena is amazed by the bottomless stomachs of Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. He thinks that with appetites like that the two could become wrestlers one day. As soon as they finish dinner, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy return to their room. While both are sleeping soundly, Scooby-Doo is awakened by a strange light. He walks to the window and is immediately drawn to it. The next morning, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy wake up to the sound of Ms. Richards knocking on the door. She announces that the championship belt was stolen last night by Scooby-Doo. Shaggy thinks it's absurd because Scooby-Doo was with him all evening, but reality is always harsh. The belt now lies on Scooby-Doo's belly, which becomes undeniable proof. Even though Mystery Inc. says Scooby-Doo has never stolen anything in his life, but Ms. Richards claims she has evidence. Scooby-Doo was caught on camera stealing the championship belt. Even Scooby-Doo can't believe what he has done. John Cena and Sin Cara watch it and look visibly disappointed. With no other choice, Scooby-Doo returns the belt and accepts being arrested. Although Shaggy tries to protect him, it seems to be in vain. Suddenly Velma says she finds a way to save Scooby-Doo. Then everyone gathered at the WWE arena. Velma replays the video of Scooby-Doo stealing the belt and it perfectly matches the clip of him dancing in celebration. It becomes clear that Scooby-Doo is hypnotized. A deeper analysis shows that someone marks each dance step with flashing lights. These lights implant a hypnotic program into Scooby-Doo's mind. Even though they can prove he is innocent, Mr. McMahon and Ms. Richards still see the fact that he steals the belt. Now there is only one way left to save Scooby-Doo. WWE City's law says that anyone who commits a crime but can win in the ring will be free. Now the problem is that they only have one opponent, that is Kane. He comes for the championship belt and is ready to destroy both Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. With no other option, the two agree in helplessness. After that, Cookie takes charge of training both of them so that at the very least they can survive a few minutes in the ring. But besides being good at eating and running away, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy show absolutely no qualities of real fighters, as whatever they practice, they destroy everything. A blind person would probably be disgusted if they saw both of them practicing. Meanwhile, Reuben gets visibly upset that his uncle is willing to train Scooby-Doo and Shaggy but not him. His dream is to become a WWE wrestler. As Reuben and Daphne are talking, Fred and Velma suddenly appear. They say they've found a clue about the ghost bear, so as soon as night falls, Mystery Inc. jumps into action. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy don't expect that they'll be entering Bayard's territory. He quickly notices the group and gives them a gift. As soon as they see the landslide, the gang immediately runs for their lives. Scooby-Doo, of course, can't help but goof around and nearly falls into a pit. But the chaos doesn't stop there when a giant rock comes crashing down. Luckily, John Cena shows up just in time. Without him, the whole gang would have died here. Thanks to Daphne contacting him earlier, he knows where to find them and comes to the rescue. The team continues searching and eventually discovers the bear's cave, but they don't realize Bayard is watching everything from behind. As they step inside, the first thing they see is the body of a bear. Going deeper, they find a mysterious room. Velma guesses this must be the ghost bear's lair. There are all kinds of items related to it, even books on hypnosis and subconscious control. John Cena also finds a diagram for an EMP circuit, a device that can cut off electricity within a certain area. It looks like the plan is going to be carried out on the night of WrestleMania. Suddenly, the ghost bear appears and attacks John Cena and knocks him unconscious. Then it quickly chases after the rest of the team. There is no other way, so everyone splits up to distract the ghost bear. Before long, Mystery Inc. ends up back at the starting point. Fred tries to use a gas canister to distract the bear, but gets knocked away and accidentally causes the cave to collapse. Luckily, he grabs onto a table and manages to pull Velma and Daphne up. Meanwhile, Scooby and Shaggy use John Cena like a skateboard to slide away. Suddenly, the ghost bear leaps out from the water and attacks Fred, but it doesn't realize there's a cliff ahead and everyone plunges down. John Cena is sleeping but hears the bear's sound, so he wakes up and knocks the ghost bear down. Thanks to him, Mystery Inc. lands safely. Then they see an underground pipe and realize it leads straight to right beneath WWE City. The next morning, everyone quickly reports the situation to Ms. Richards. They warn her that the EMP device could seriously affect the WrestleMania event, but Ms. Richards remains determined to hold the event, leaving everyone feeling helpless. So Fred decides to turn WrestleMania into a trap to catch the ghost bear. That night, the event takes place as usual, with seats packed full of fans waiting for Kane's match against Skinny Man and Dead Meat. Meanwhile, Cookie tells Scooby-Doo and Shaggy not to worry too much because he has already called a priest instead of a doctor. The others have also finished setting up a trap to catch the ghost bear. The director kicks off the event by bringing out the WWE Championship belt. Velma just looks and knows where the EMP device is hidden. At the same time, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy are brought to the arena. Following the two is the WWE Destroyer Kane. The match type is to survive until the end to win. Any wrestler who gets knocked down and cannot get up within 10 seconds will lose. As soon as the bell rings, Kane charges at Scooby-Doo and Shaggy like a wild beast, aiming to set a record for the fastest victory ever, but he doesn't expect Scooby and Shaggy to run so fast. Meanwhile, Velma realizes the championship belt is fake because it's made of iron, which reacts to a magnet. As for Skinny Man and Dead Meat, they get caught by Kane and are thrown down into the ring. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy can only run, so in no time Shaggy is defeated. On the other side, Velma finds the EMP device, but it's about to be activated. John Cena quickly tells Shaggy to hold it until he says to release it, but he doesn't expect his perfect timing to get ruined by Scooby-Doo, causing WWE City to immediately plunge into a blackout. The ghost bear takes advantage of the chaos to launch an attack right away, but Fred is prepared with Plan B and quickly adapts. Meanwhile, Shaggy tells Scooby-Doo to remember the dance moves, which are the key for both of them to win. Soon the ring turns into their dance stage. Meanwhile, the ghost bear smashes everything in its way and accidentally enters the ring. Everything is still going according to plan as Fred starts the generator. The crowd is amazed by Dead Meat's sudden comeback and gets extremely excited. When the ghost bear sees the lights come back on, it tries to escape, but it doesn't know that Fred has already anticipated this. Now it must face a brand new WWE wrestler stepping into the ring for the first time, Reuben. Reuben quickly takes down the ghost bear in front of everyone. Just as he's about to finish the match, both he and the ghost bear are suddenly thrown into the air. WrestleMania is heating up even more with the cage match and the unexpected appearances of John Cena and Sin Cara. Ruben charges in to kick things off but is immediately tossed toward John Cena by the Ghost Bear. Now only Sin Cara is left, but he shows no fear at all. He slides around the Ghost Bear like a bolt of lightning and attacks relentlessly. Then he delivers a stunning blow. Just as John Cena wakes up, he rushes in and slams the Ghost Bear to the floor. Then comes the move that made John Cena's name, which is "You Can't See Me." The match seems to be over as he and Sin Cara prepare for a double finishing jump, but suddenly the Ghost Bear wakes up again. Now only Skinny Man and Dead Meat are left in the ring. Taking advantage of the Ghost Bear's distraction, Dead Meat wakes Kane. He plans to use the chaos to defeat the beast. With just one hand, Kane slams the Ghost Bear's head into the ground while the others quickly hold it down. Victory is now entirely in Dead Meat's hands. He just needs to jump down and win. The match is breathtaking, leaving the crowd thrilled. Then comes the moment to unmask the villain, and everyone is shocked to see that Cookie is the Ghost Bear. Ruben is confused since WWE is everything to his uncle, but now the mysterious organization reveals the truth. Ever since his injury, Cookie has had no place in WWE, so he decides that if he can't have it, he'll destroy it, and he starts planning revenge. First, he needs someone to steal the championship belt for him, so he hacks into the game to add a hypnosis program. Once successful, he sabotages the game studio to erase the evidence. The dance-off is meant to select someone with the best skills to carry out the theft. Then flashing lights are used to trigger the hypnosis. When the belt is identified, Cookie secretly switches it. Finally, he crashes WrestleMania by cutting the power and unleashing the Ghost Bear to wreak havoc. As for the real championship belt, it's inside Cookie's belly. It deserves to belong to the real champion, none other than Skinny Man and Dead Meat. Even Scooby-Doo and Shaggy never imagined they'd one day win the WWE City Championship belt.